Yeah, man, I was just wondering, what opening day is like for you, sort of the emotions, the feelings coming into it, your favorite thing about opening day, and maybe like looking back, if you've got a favorite memory on an opening day as a player or even as a fan.
This is going to be a different kind of feeling than last year because last year was sitting in the dugout, but this year it's really just a privilege and it's all I've been thinking about for 8 months. And so it's just exciting. And I'm excited to see everybody in the stands now that it's 100% capacity and just everybody represents South Carolina. And that's kind of the way I'm approaching it is I get an opportunity to show my work and how it has helped me and just hope that it goes well.
I will.
Yeah, you mentioned the work you put in. What's different about you this year? What are we going to notice about Will Sanders on the mound that's a little bit different than last year?
A much more smooth delivery and hopefully go deeper into games. And that's what I've really tried to work on is endurance. And because I had the strength last year, but now it's powering through 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. And it's not just whip. And so that's the biggest thing that Coach Parker and I've been working on is stay through my legs and not just use my arm. And it's going to help me keep my velo up, keep my command up, and power through against the other team.
Thank you.
Hey, Will, I asked Mark this question, but from a perspective as a player, how have you seen Coach Kingston grown since taking over as head coach at South Carolina, and how do you think the players have been able to respond to him in comparison to when he first arrived there?
Last year, it was a good atmosphere being around, but I think this year with the new coaching staff and him, Coach Kingston, really just taking a different approach towards us as players, I think it's going to help us play a lot harder and together. And so he really hasn't changed his coaching style, but him just giving us players opportunities to build with each other, play with each other, it's really going to help us win those tough games. And that's the biggest thing is just play with each other, not against each other in a way. Not that we're competing against each other, but root for everybody, want everybody to do good because we're on the same team. We all have the same goal and just play with each other has been the biggest thing that he's given to us.
Dave?
Hey, Will, thanks for doing this. Since you came in last year, what have you seen from Andrew Eister on and off the field? What kind of guy is he in the clubhouse? What does he do off the field?
He is a very low maintenance person and he just takes care of his stuff. He works hard, gets in, gets out, and he is kind of the professional player, the way I think about him, because he's not going to go over the top. He's not going to scream at anybody. He's not going to do any of the flamboyant stuff, but he's a very low maintenance, keep his head down, work hard, get his hits, of course, in the big moments. And he's a good player and a great person. And it's really cool to be on the same team as him.
Mike?
Hey, man, I'm sorry if you've been asked this before, but I don't know if you saw the SEC predictions. I think you guys are projected to finish 5th in the East. Does that feel a tad low or disrespectful to you guys?
Not disrespectful, because we all know that none of that stuff matters. Like getting all these accolades, if you do good, cool. If you do bad, or if you're ranked low, none of that matters. It's all about how you play on the field and what happens throughout the season. And it's not just one, I guess, website saying one thing, another saying one thing. It's up to us. And we don't see it as like, oh, they think we're going to finish 5th. We're trying to win every game that we can. And when the season's over, we'll look back and see what happens, but we're not worried about the rankings. We're trying to win games.